Hey everybody, I want to welcome you all to this newest video announcement for Lesson 2 and Lesson 3 in our class, Advertising and Copywriting. First of all, I want to tell you I'm so glad that you're here. As we move into this, there's 2 points that I want to go ahead and make right off the bat. Number one is please make sure that you are reading and understanding the work that you have to do in here. Sometimes um, students in an online class kind of skim their work or they don't take notes, um, and then they end up finding themselves in a really bad spot. So please watch out for that. Um, Also, we have a question format that is put on the case here. So as you are looking over the materials we're getting into, when you have a question, don't just email me, I don't understand what to do. Please make sure that you are following the question outline. And it looks complicated, but it's super easy. You say, here's the question that I have. Then paraphrase, this is what it says in Blackboard, and this is what it says in my book, or this is what it says in the video. These are what I found when I looked online, and give me the websites that you went to visit to research how to solve these problems. Give me the links so that I can go there too. Tell me what you learned and what you think, and then come forward and tell me directly, this is how I think I should solve the problem, and then tell me. Because after you've revisited all of our classwork, after you've looked online for a solution, you should already know what to do. But if you don't know what to do, you tell me how you think you should solve it, and I can look at that and tell you, yes, please do that, that will be fine, or no, please don't do that, do this instead. In the past, um, students say, I don't know what to do, and then they sit around and wait. And what happens is their deadlines come and go, they get zeros, then they get removed from the class for not doing any work, and they think it's someone else's fault but their own for not doing anything. So it is vitally important that you understand that you are in control of your destiny, and you are responsible for your own actions. You can't just say, I don't know what to do and sit back and wait. So please use this question format. It's a great way. Sometimes I'll start telling a student, well, let's look at what the questions say and let's look at our instructions, and they will get very upset um, because they don't want to do those things. They feel like they already know it. But when they just say I have a problem I don't understand, that leads me to believe that maybe they didn't read it. So to avoid all this confusion, I want you to tell me clearly what question you have, what you learned, what you saw when you went outside the bounds of the school, and then what you think you should do to solve it. It's just going to make everything a lot easier. If you don't use that format, I'm going to kick you out and just say, thank you, I like where you're going with this, but please make sure you're using the question format. And that's a waste of my time and a waste of your time. Okay, so this week, basically, we've got 2 things that you want to look at very specifically. Number one, MLA format. If you don't know what that is, or you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to add parentheses after you have paraphrased content, then you're going to get in trouble. So, for instance, if you say fruits and vegetables every day keeps you out of the doctor's office, you need to put parentheses around that and tell me that that has been paraphrased from Poor Richard's Almanac with Ben Franklin as the author. Ben Franklin said, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. You have taken those words and restated it in your own words. But that's not an original thought of yours. So make sure that anytime you are restating somebody else's thoughts, you are putting them in your citations, putting parentheses directly afterwards, and that your work is not sentences from different people paraphrased and thrown together. That's just going to end up being a failed project because there's nothing original in there. So make sure that you're doing a good job. Make sure that you're following. If you're unsure about MLA, reach out to the ILC, although they have just recently changed to the TLC on South Campus. They're a perfect opportunity for you to speak with the English writing lab and get good answers. All right. Secondly, just make sure that you're following your directions in both Lesson 2 and Lesson 3. Your work is clearly set out. So please follow directions from beginning to end. If you're unsure what you're supposed to do, use that question format. As you follow into Lesson 3, you're going to have to follow materials directly out of your book. So if you haven't gotten your book yet, physical copies are on South Campus. If you are expecting to have an online version of that book, you need to call the bookstore and get that settled and have it shipped to your personal address. It's going to cost you money. But don't wait around for that. Also, if you're buying your own book, don't forget to opt out. Okay, if you have questions about any of this material, please reach out to me. I'm looking forward to your work in this class, and I can't wait to see how things are going to roll out. So reach out to me if you have questions. Have a great week.